Good morning, guys. What's up? It is another refeed day. So I am currently 4.5 weeks out from Texas Pro. I am doing a rest day today. I still haven't even uploaded last week's full day of eating. I'm about to do that right now. Today is July 9th. So y'all are going to see the 5.5 weeks out full day of eating that I did on last Thursday. Today's Wednesday. It's off day from training. But my body is ripping through food, and we were going to try to push down a little bit more, which we did sort of unintentionally. So today was an unexpected refeed day for me, and we're refeeding heavy. So I already did my check-ins. I'll show you guys some of the shots on my phone that I took for Chris. But basically, we didn't plan on refeeding this soon, but we're going to refeed heavy. So I went and visited with Justin Abbott and Brickwall Media. There's a YouTube video coming out for that back day. Went down to Longview, Texas to Mike Harrison's gym. It's called Iron Asylum Gym. Incredible gym. Incredible gym. No AC. And really hot, humid day in Texas yesterday. So I dropped so much water, which just because you have a drop in water and a false low weight doesn't necessarily mean you need to run a high day and refill. But with the way we're looking, how lean I am, how fatiguing that was, and considering how much I dropped. So yesterday I was like 267.8 when I woke up. We're like, all right, let's see if we can push down 265, see if we get any new lines, stuff like that. And yesterday post-workout, I was 263. I was soaked. I looked like I jumped in a swimming pool. I had an oversized shirt for like my first few exercises. And then by the time I took that shirt off, I hung it over a machine, and it was dripping off of the shirt, literally. Pretty wild. And I had an extra change of clothes, and I soaked through everything. Everything's like hanging up to dry still. It's still not dry. All my sweaty clothes from yesterday is disgusting. Towards the end of the workout, I sat down on this really cool rear delt machine. You guys are going to see so many cool machines that we used. But I sat down, and water gushed out from my shorts and started dripping into my shoes, like a steady drip. It was wild. So lost a lot of weight, woke up today at 264.8, so already surpassed what Chris wanted to see me at 265. It looked like I took a diuretic or something. It was just like flushed all the water out. I'm flat in my arms. I think I'm flat in my quads. It was the easiest it's ever been to get in my side tricep this whole prep season, because I'm flat enough that it's not a problem to get around my lats and hit my side tri pretty easily. So I know I'm flat, but Chris is refeeding me heavy. So when I saw the update, I was like, I have to vlog this. So I'm going to have 2 days of refeeds. Today is going to be heavier than tomorrow. He sent me the update. He's still got to update it again because he forgets that I don't train on Wednesdays. I never train Wednesdays. It's always my off day. Have a massage today. It's going to be so nice. But basically, he's going to update that, so I'll get the full update, but it's already going to be much higher food. Like this first meal is like 170 grams of carbs or something like that. And then tomorrow is a lighter refeed during the day, and then looks like in and out for my last meal. So I figured today would be cooler for the whole day to vlog, even though in and out is fun and interesting for you guys. I figured I would do today just because it's the higher carb day, and we'll get a count for how much I'm actually eating. It's definitely very dry, hamstrings dug out, some more lines, but very flat. I sent them to Justin already. Chris hasn't seen the pictures yet. We'll see what Chris says. Justin's like, you're not super flat, maybe in the arms, but you're just not super flat. But the training yesterday was insane. I mean, we got to use like OG Nautilus pullover, like Dorian chain-driven Nautilus pullover. We got to use this old school T-bar row that I've never seen before that was insane for upper back. My favorite back machine ever, the Flex Leverage row. The flex leverage pull down for mid back. Got to use that. And this old school rear delt machine that you guys have seen in like Seth Feroci's old videos where he has that combo of the shoulder press and then bends over into the rear delt. It only had the rear delt on it. But they had everything you could possibly think of. Like their leg equipment was, it was, you couldn't even count it. They had everything you could possibly think of. I would love to go back there and train again, but I really appreciate them having me and Justin out to train and get some content. Their video guy got some content too, so you guys will be seeing some of that coming out soon. But what I'm doing for breakfast today, I get 2 English muffins plus 120 grams of cream of rice. What I'm going to do is I have some super fresh strawberries, and strawberries are really low carbs, and Chris lets me swap. So because I'm doing like higher cream of rice per how much egg whites I'm doing, it'll make my waffles a little softer to do some strawberries in there. So I'm going to do that and back off of my cream of rice a little bit. I'm going to do cream pie waffles and put some cinnamon in there, and then do my brioche English muffin and egg little sandwiches that I do. So I'm going to cook that up, get my coffee. I need it. I just went on a walk with Sam, did like 30, 40 minutes. No cardio today, no training. I'm going to get a massage. I may pose, but I am like walking. It took a good 7 minutes longer per mile. I looked at my per mile tracking and I'm just dragging my feet today. Like usually I walk way faster than that and I have zero energy. But just going to show you guys a rest day, high day, a lot of food. And it's going to be a good day. Going to revive myself and hopefully sleep like a baby tonight. So I will show you guys my breakfast once it's done. All right, sitting down for meal 1, guys. This is a big one. I'm pumped. We've got 2 whole eggs and 2 Bay's English muffins. These aren't brioche. The brioche are still in the freezer, but they're the original ones. I honestly like the brioche best. Second is original. Third is sourdough. For whatever reason, the sourdough is just not quite as good, I don't think. And then if you ever have a chance to try the cinnamon raisin Bays, they're extremely hard to find. But I would definitely try those. I don't know about the whole wheat. I don't like whole wheat anything. Plus, it's not like fast digesting carbs, so screw the whole wheat. But I'll show you what we got going on here. Okay, so we got the eggs, English muffins, and then this is 120 grams of Bowl Gains. What I did was I put the strawberries in here, so I put 70 grams of strawberries, and that just pulled back a little bit of the cream of rice. I don't remember the exact number, but Chris lets me match my carbs on everything. So basically, we've got the equivalent of 120 grams of cream of rice, 75 grams of banana, 350 grams of egg whites in the waffles. And this breakfast is going to be 73 grams of protein, 173 grams of carbs, 23 grams of fat. And I've got my coffee. You guys would see on the last video, we ended up buying a new Breville coffee maker. Still haven't fixed the other one, but being in prep, that was worth the purchase. I can't live without that. It is an absolute necessity to have that espresso coffee in the mornings. It's so good. That gives me life, just sipping on that. So Chris is sending me over the updated plan for a rest day plan. And then I'm going to do a creamy tonight. I already checked with him. He always, as soon as I ask him, I'm like, are you cool if I do like cream of rice and whey for my last meal and sub out if you have something else? He's like, bro, I don't care. I know you're just going to macro match. I know you're going to pick the right sources. So you can do like cream of rice and fruit your last meal. It's always nice to do that before bed on my rest days. It's like my ritual now. So we'll figure out what kind of creamy I want to make. And that's going to be really good. So I'm going to eat this. Then I'll show you guys my pictures from this morning. It's super dry. All right, so Ninja Creamy time with Protron peanut butter cookies and cream. I use this one when I have high days and I get to do a creamy because it's a little bit higher calorie than some of the other proteins. And I've shown you guys my creamies a million times, but I'm going to show you again because everybody asks. 250 grams of almond milk on this one. This one's only 45 grams of protein worth. So it's a little bit less protein. So I'm going to use a little bit less almond milk. Lately, I've been doing 265 for like 50 grams of protein. We're doing a packet of Truvia. I prefer Truvia over stevia. It's just what I like. We're going to do an eighth of a teaspoon of salt. And then we're going to do 68 grams of weight from this. I already did the macros of what I need for this last meal today. I'm going to take almost all of it. It's almost gone. It's so sad. I'm going to have to get more of this. This was my favorite creamy of all the proteins we've had from Core. And I'm going to mix it with my brownie batter and peanut butter cookie combo that I do from Flavor Gang. And I'm going to get a lot of it. I get like 120 grams. This is my last meal, is the heaviest meal of the day, pretty much carb-wise. I get 120 grams plus my fruit, plus the carbs that are in this. So it's going to be legit. All right, so then we're going to do some xanthan gum. I do a little bit less than a quarter teaspoon. I like it thick, and this thickens it up for me. Then we're going to blend it real good, and then pour it in the creamy cup. Y'all ready for this? Amazing. Can't wait to eat this. It's going to be meal 6 tonight. Can't wait to show you guys. By the way, make sure you freeze this for like at least 8 hours. You don't want it to be not frozen enough, because then you're going to have like whey protein soup instead of ice cream. Make sure you make this ahead of time. And it's time for meal 2. So this is what we got here. This is the equivalent on this meal would be 370 grams of rice. It's 105 grams of carbs, but I did this big fat piece of sourdough bread because Brittany made a fresh loaf, I think yesterday. I'm so pumped for that. So backed off the rice, this is like 122 grams of sourdough bread. So it's 188 grams of rice in here instead. 150 grams of chicken, because we're backing off my protein since we're going a bit higher with carbs today. Today's 730 carbs. Tomorrow should be maybe the same, maybe a bit higher. I'm not sure if the training day carbs are going to be slightly higher. But 33 grams of avocado in here. We've got about 90 grams of zucchini. I did saute it in the Nerdy Sanchez sauce and then put a few drips on top too. It just tastes so good. I could drink this stuff. I love it with my chicken, rice, and avocado meals. I sauteed that with red onions and then put some green onions on top and everything bagel seasoning and some salt. And this is about to be so good. Listen to this crunch. It's like some ASMR. Brittany kills it on every loaf. She's taking orders if you're in DFW. Everybody's raving about her sourdough bread. It's so good. You got 57 grams of protein here on this meal, 105 grams of carbs, 10 grams of fat. I don't know what I'm going to do for next meal. Chris has me doing cream of rice next meal, but I'm subbing out cream of rice on my last meal, which would usually be steak. So I'm most likely going to alternate chicken steak, then cream of rice for my last meal with my creamy. And that's probably what I'm going to do. And I was planning on doing nothing today, but Justin texted me. He's like, "Are you posing after your body work? Are you going to bring your trunks?" So I was like, I probably should. Should probably see the look today. So maybe you guys will see that. I may set up the camera and pose, and you'll get to see the 4.5 weeks out look, but super dry, but on like a few high day meals. Maybe I'll have some fullness back by then. So that'll be like after meal 3. Show you guys meal 3. I'll head over to destination, get my body work done, and then we'll do some posing most likely. And maybe you guys will get to see Justin posing with me too. So that'll be a treat. I'm tired. I don't really care to do anything today, but we're getting close to the show. Every day counts. So even though there's no cardio or training today, it would be good to get some posing in. Then I'll probably go tan, good old Planet Fitness, and come home and chill for the night. That's the plan for the day. All right, guys, I am about to run out of the house. I just cooked up my steak and rice. We got 370 grams of rice. I've got 150 grams of sirloin steak, Cali Cooks Meal steak. Got some red onions and zucchini sauteed in there, and the Flavor Dawn sauce. Everything seasoning on top. 15 grams of sauerkraut in there. I'm going to chop up some of these green onions over the top because that makes everything taste better, especially when it's got like an Asian type taste. And I'm just going to eat this meal on the road on the way to my massage appointment. Then I'm going to pose with Justin. We've been doing that every Wednesday, Sunday. We've been posing most training days too, honestly. We really are just dialing in our posing. And of course, I'm going to top this meal with takeout sauce. That's my favorite for steak and rice. So I'm about to get to the gym so I'm not late for my massage. This meal is 105 grams of carbs, 54 grams of protein, about 12 grams of fat. It's going to be really good. Eat it on the road. Enjoy it. And then I will see you guys at Destination Dallas. All right, guys, here at Destination, it's nice to come in here on an off day, knowing I just get to lay myself down and get a massage and just go do some posing. No cardio, no training, don't have to exert myself. So I'm excited for this. This is the magic mirror I've shown all you guys. Let's see how we're looking. Pretty dry. The food is working. Hopefully I don't sweat too much on the table for her. I'm already sweating like crazy. This is Jamie Pop.
Hi.
If you guys need tissue work in DFW, she runs out of Destination a couple days a week in her own place in McKinney, right? Plano. A few days a week. She's great. She's been great for me. Very helpful. So check her out on Instagram. Hit her up for tissue work. All right, so massage is done. I fell asleep while she was working on my back. I was definitely snoring. She said I was snoring a little bit. And now we're in the posing room. Justin's here. Looking for a tripod. We may have to switch off on the tripod. But we'll get some on the Osmo. I'll get some on here in vertical. And then we'll get some. But I looked pretty crazy coming off of the massage bed, of just vascular everywhere. So hopefully that carries over into posing here. We're both pretty depleted today from yesterday at that gym. Pretty tired, but I'm getting revived from this food. Justin gets more food tomorrow, so I know he'll be feeling better for legs. We got a big leg day tomorrow. I'm going to get my trunks on and then see what we're looking at. All right, guys, so awesome surprise. My boy Frank Carroll from New Zealand is here, and I'm so glad to see him. But this guy is awesome. He loves the Lord. We've had a lot of awesome talks together. He's a great coach, coaches a lot of athletes, a great bodybuilder himself. He's huge, as you can see. And I'm really glad to have him in town. There's a lot of great people involved with GASP that I've been able to meet, and he's definitely one of them. So glad you're here, bro.
Shut, bro.
Yeah.
Good to be here.
Absolutely.
Make me feel like a men's physique, though.
No, dude, no. This guy's pressing like 4 plates and a quarter the other day on the Smith machine, and I'm only pressing 3 1/4, so I don't want to hear it. But we're gonna get some posing in, so
Yep.
you guys go follow Frank Carroll on Instagram. Try it, son. Try it. Just don't. So try. All right, done posing. I'm in the office at Destination. Look what they got in here. Walk in to microwave my meal, and they got all these chocolates. And then I knew I smelled something. Oh my gosh, cinnamon rolls. One of the best things in prep is just getting to smell stuff. Like there were Krispy Kreme donuts up at the front desk. I thought this was, is this Planet Fitness or what? No, I'm just kidding. People here like good food, and I can't blame them at all. But I love good food too. So this meal, on my plan, Chris was going to change it up and do cream of rice flavor. I would do, my bowl of Gaines. But to bring it on the road, I just don't, I don't like having to microwave it and get it all ready and then cool it down and then bring it in my bag and all that stuff. So what I do is when I want to pack a nice kind of sweet meal that has fruit in it, because this meal is supposed to have 120 grams of cream of rice and then either whey or chicken and then fruit. So what I did was instead of the fruit, I did dates. He lets me do dates on my high days. Or really whenever. They're great low volume. And I got chicken, rice, dates, almond butter, and sugar-free syrup. Don't knock it until you try it. I love, and there's cinnamon in there too, some salt, and I even put Truvia on top. Just don't judge me because I love everything super sweet. I have a major horrible sweet tooth, but I use all this stuff and I still get in great shape. So clearly I'm like, when I woke up this morning, Chris, once he finally got back to my check-ins after his walk and stuff, he's like, dude, honestly, you're 15 pounds heavier today because I was 264.5 after dropping all that water. He's like, you're in better condition than you were at Texas last year at 249, and you're 15 pounds up. So I don't know what happened. Chris has asked me if I got into like some Hulk juice or something like that this year. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's like, this is what happens as you get older. You hit your prime years that they talk about when you get into your 30s. 29 now, so about to hit my 30th year. And maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. But meals like this are just so good. So if you guys want to try something really good, also my pre-workout meal lately has been rice, chicken, and bananas. But what I did here was 270 rice, 150 chicken, 40 grams of dates and 15 grams of almond butter. You guys gotta watch this. Oh my gosh. Tell me that doesn't look good. So good. I'm about to grub down on this. First bite, let's go. If you haven't tried dates before, you gotta try it. But yeah, my pre-workout meal is usually this and bananas. But the cinnamon with the salty chicken and the rice, everything's just, it's so good. I love this meal. I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna go tan on the way home. Grab my Cali Cook's chicken because they always drop it off for me here at Destination Dallas in the fridge every Wednesday. All I have to do is pick that up. I've got beef, sirloin, and chicken for the week. Already cooked, already cut up just like this in small pieces so I can put it in my meal prep. You guys in DFW in Houston, you gotta check them out. Meal 5 is about to go down. It's been a long day. I'm super tired. Me and Brittany are finally about to watch a movie. It's not been like a crazy long day. I've just had, general client work, a lot of moving around, a lot of stuff to do. Ended up really easily getting my 8,000 steps in because I've just been moving, doing stuff all day. And I am ready to just chill. I'm still super fatigued, so this food hasn't even really caught up with me yet as far as affecting my fatigue in a positive way. I still feel super, super fatigued. When I got home I went, you guys saw I ate that meal and then I went tanning at good old Planet Fitness. And then, which is super easy, by the way. I've never had to wait on a tanning bed there once. So that's what I've been doing, is going over to Planet Fitness and tanning. This is going on this meal. And yeah, I came home, did a bunch of stuff to catch up, finally showered, got my last little bit of steps in, and now it's about 7:30, which is good for this time to be getting this meal in because I really need to go to bed early. I've not been able to sleep very well, so my body naturally wakes me up, but I wish if I wake up at 5:30, I'm like, man, I'm really ready to get up, but it's just too early to go ahead and get up. So trying to get in bed by 10 p.m. at the very latest tonight, if I can, if at all possible. So we're going to sit down. We're going to watch Thunderbolts. We're going to rent it, that Marvel movie. We've needed a good movie to watch, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to sip on my strawberries and cream Diet Dr. Pepper, eat my burger bowl here. We've got a few things going on here. So we got 240 grams of rice because I did my other carbs from this beautiful sourdough bread. That was 85 grams. And then 150 grams of steak, some asparagus, some pickles are in there that I put on after, everything bagel seasoning. We've got some sugar-free ketchup and glizzy sauce. It is a burger bowl. But that glizzy sauce, the tangy pickle sauce, is awesome for burger bowls. It's very, very good. It's my new favorite because before I would always do the sweet poppy, but now I just love this. It's perfect for these bowls. So I'm going to eat this, chill, have a night to relax. Hopefully all this food catches up to me for legs tomorrow. Me and Justin were cooked trying to pose at the gym before he left, and I didn't even say goodbye. He was just cooked today, and we were both tired from yesterday's session at that Iron Asylum gym. We went all out there, so gonna relax. Then I'm gonna show you guys my amazing my amazing bowl of gains. It's gonna be peanut butter and brownie mixed together. And then I'm going to do bananas on top because I get fruit as well. And then going to do the Ninja Creamy. And that'll be my nightcap. And then I'm passing out. So I'll show you guys that before I go to bed. All right. Meal 5 is complete. We've been watching this movie. I did not want to get up to do this, but it's worth it to make. These are my blue light glasses, by the way. I don't actually wear glasses. But to make my peanut butter cookie and brownie batter combo. So what I like to do, I'm doing 120 grams of cream of rice here to finish off the night. That's my 105 grams of carbs that has been in each meal. But this last meal is a little heavier. It would normally be 420 grams of rice. So Chris wants my last meal a little heavier today, and he was cool with me swapping out for cream of rice since I didn't do the earlier cream of rice meal. So that's what we're doing here. I love to use the water kettle for my cream of rice because I think it's much better when you can basically already have the water hot while you're stirring in the bowl gains, and then you're not going to have it clump up or get stuck at the bottom. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to fill this up. All right, so what I like to do with this mix is do like mostly peanut butter cookie because it's not as strong of a flavor as the brownie batter. So I'm going to do about 80 grams worth of this, and then I can taste more of the peanut butter. There's 80 grams. And these are so good mixed together, guys. And what I personally like to do is I do about 4 times water of what I do for cream of rice. And the reason I like to make this early, because I'm not eating this yet, is because I like it cold. I think it's better if it's cooled down in the fridge. So then that way in like an hour, I'll go ahead and eat it. Before, what I was doing was I was actually putting the ice cream on top of the bowl gains, but it would melt so fast that it was like I couldn't even sit there and really enjoy it because as soon as I put it on top, it would just start melting. So not doing that anymore. I take like a spoonful of the bowl of gains, and then I take a spoonful of the ice cream and just kind of go back and forth. And that's allowed me to like sit and enjoy the meal a little longer so I don't rush it, especially when it's a lower day. This being a high day and being as much calories and carbs as I get on this meal is a little different because usually I'm literally doing this meal with an equivalent to 90 grams of rice. So it's definitely a big difference here. So that's the two mixed together there. And I'm going to go ahead and kind of stir it around a little bit while it's dry. So they're nice and mixed together, as you can see. And then I'm going to do 480 grams of water in here. And what I do is I do the boiling water, put in my 480 grams, stir it really, really well, go in the microwave for 1.5 minutes, stir it, 1 minute, stir it, another minute, stir it, and then it's ready. And usually what I like to do with the brownie batter ones is let it rise that last time in the microwave and let it fall, and then I don't touch it because it makes this like brownie crust on the top. That's the key for your brownie batter. If you're using the brownie batter at all, let it like fall back down and sit, and then the whole top crusts over if you let it sit out, whether you eat it hot or cold, and it's way better that way. It really makes a difference. I'll show you after I microwave it. So it's on the last round in the microwave, and I want to show you guys how it's supposed to rise and fall down. So I'm putting on this oven mitt so I don't burn myself showing you. So that's what it looks like coming out of the microwave. And then as it cools down, it crusts on the top. It's super good. I also put Truvia in there and a 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt because I love things super, super sweet. It's a problem of mine. I have a major sweet tooth. And then also to kind of match the sweetness of the ice cream, that helps too. So I'm going to let that sit on the counter. Then I'll probably even put it like maybe even in the freezer for a little bit just to get it really cold. Since it's not going with my ice cream, I don't care if it's like that cold. But that's for my last meal. And show you the creamy and putting all that together before I eat it before bed on the next video. Time for the last meal of the day. I've got the creamy out of the freezer. Again, this is the peanut butter cookies and cream Protron from Core. So I'm going to go ahead and run that through the Ninja Creamy for the first run. This first run, I always do light ice cream. And then the second one, I do a respin. Last time I tried, I didn't do a third spin, which I normally do, because I felt like it was the perfect consistency after the second spin, because I did light ice cream and then respin, and that seemed to work really, really good. So we're going to see how it comes out the first time. I had my bowl of gains in the fridge and then put it in the freezer like right before. I don't want it like frozen, because then it sucks and then it's all like crusty and weird. But I like it pretty cold. And then we got some banana to go on top of the brownie. And to match the macros, because there's fat in the almond milk and there's fat in the Protron. And I literally get like 4 grams of peanut butter. I don't even know why I'm putting it on there, but it's a high day, so I'm not missing any calories here. So going to run this on light ice cream for the first round. Okay, first mix is done, and this is what the brownie batter with the peanut butter cookie looks like after letting that crust, the top crust like that, and my sad little 4 grams of peanut butter that I had to have. And then I'm going to cut up bananas on top of that. One of the major keys of doing the Ninja Creamy the right way to where you really don't mess it up. A lot of people will go ahead and like hit the outside with warm water so it melts the outside before they do the first mix. And I tried that, but by the time I mixed it, it was like too soft. I didn't like it. So my preference from trial and error has been to just really scrape the ice all around the outsides and the bottom with a knife like this before I go for that second spin. It just seems to work better that way for me because it doesn't get like too, maybe it's because I don't freeze it long enough. I don't know, but that's what seems to do the best for me. So that's what I've always done. And before I mix this up and eat it right away, because I don't want to wait at all, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know this meal, we got 120 grams of bowl of gains, 75 grams of banana, 4 grams peanut butter, 45 grams of protein from Protron, which has some carbs and fats in it that I counted for. And then we got almond milk in there as well, which was 2.5 grams of fat. So this meal is 53 grams of protein, right at 120 grams of carbs, 10 grams of fat, matched the macros perfectly. And the whole day, I don't know if you guys can see this, is trying to focus on my face, is 5,065 calories, 348 protein. We lower the protein when we're going this high on carbs. 726 carbs, 77 grams of fat. Tomorrow's the second high day, so it's going to involve slightly less carbs per meal, but I'm going to have my training day meals in there, which have more carbs than some of my meals today, or about the same. I think they may, I can't remember, but I do know I get In-N-Out tomorrow night, which is exciting. I do love In-N-Out. I'm obsessed with In-N-Out, but at this stage in the game, once you've had something in prep a couple times, kind of loses its luster a little bit. Whereas I'm like super excited to have In-N-Out. I'm going to love every minute of it. It's going to be amazing. But if I could pick, I'd probably have something else. And with my crazy sweet tooth right now, honestly, if I could pick this or In-N-Out, I'd pick this all day. I actually would. I would way rather have this than In-N-Out. Huh? I'm not lying at all. She says I'm a liar. I literally would rather have this because of my sweet tooth is the honestly why. But we got 75 grams of banana on top of that. Now we're going to go in for the respin, and you guys will see the finished product. All right, let's check out the creamy, guys. Woohoo! Look at that. I think it's perfect. Let's try. I think that's just right. Just going to mash it down so it doesn't melt too much. There's a little ice on the bottom. Not bad. But this is going to be perfect. This meal is going to be amazing. I'm very excited. I'm going to tap out. I'm super sleepy. I can't even stay up to watch this movie. We're trying to get to bed early. It's already 10 o'clock. I wanted to be out by like 9:30, but another full day of eating for you guys. This seems to be the most popular thing. You guys want to watch me eat, or at least watch me prep meals I don't really video myself eating just because I want to enjoy my food, especially on high days. So you got to see me eat a little bit today. Hopefully some fun meals that you guys can have ideas for, some creamy ideas, some ideas for different proteins you can use from core that are super good. But I appreciate the support, guys. Just make sure you turn the notifications on YouTube. That way you don't miss these. And subscribe, of course. Engage on the YouTube. That's what helps algorithm, helps my channel grow so that I can keep doing these so it's worth it for you guys to keep having them spit out for me. Because it does take a lot of time to do these. I edit them all myself, but it means a lot to hear how many people enjoy watching my videos and get excited about a new full day of eating video or training video with Justin or whatever. So thank you guys so much. We're 4.5 weeks out from Texas Pro. I think I'm losing track every day. Time flies when you're having fun, right? But this has been a crazy prep, super busy. But I'm going to go chill with this meal, and I'll see you guys on the next YouTube video. Have a great night, y'all.